morning. How is everybody doing? Oh, I gotta pull out my program projector. There we go. Now I can see people. Okay. Hi, Gamivax. Oh my god. Starting my stream is like a summoning circle for Peachy. She's sitting behind me screaming. My love, you can come to me at any other time of the day. You can come to me after stream. You can come to me before stream. Why? Why do we choose during stream? Why is this the choice we make? Oh yeah, you guys are seeing an Elgato no signal. Yeah, that's because I haven't plugged my phone in yet. I'm letting it charge up a tiny bit before I plug it in. Mostly because last night I let it get a little too low on charge. So I woke up this morning. It was not good to go. This is kind of just giving myself a couple extra minutes here while I pour my drink to get a tiny bit of extra charge on my phone. We'll get it going now. There we go. CEs, or what do you mean? Are we getting like a CE on Annie or something like that? I know we're getting stuff on Annie. I'm just outside of there being the my Destiny order and the lucky bag. I'm not sure what else we're getting during Annie. Especially given I kind of already decided my Destiny order and my lucky bag, so you know. Morning! It's morning for me, I think. Unless my computer is very wrong and I somehow slept like 30 hours. It is, in fact, morning. I also think it's very impressive how the perspective angle of my chair just manages to cover that the Lego sets are in fact still sitting behind me. Oh, interesting. I guess that's fair. I don't know. I think with my account being what it is, I'll probably just ask if there's any CEs I should get that I don't already have. Since I don't look at the CEs as much as I probably should. I just kind of use them if they're there, and if not, forget about them. Alright, let's see. Yeah, that was from last night. I'd tell you who I leveled to get that, but it's directly related to who we just recorded for the channel, and so I cannot tell you who I leveled to get myself to that combined level of reward. Let me go ahead and exchange my court fragments real quick. I just want to kind of paw through. Yeah, I know this Domon's on rate up. There's a regular Sei. Zhugei's been on for a while. Do a free summoning. Not that there's anything in these ones that I need outside of the Angry Mango. Just a little bit of maintenance. I did see that the new month started, so I did already go to the shop. I bought my tickets and I bought my EXP cards. Yeah. As soon as the shop was ready, I did that. So I could be prepared. So That is, in fact, what we have. So when does Annie officially reset? I was thinking, so I don't, as depending on how closely you're monitoring the channel, you guys will have seen that a live was scheduled for tomorrow morning. Vorn and I will be attempting to finish our Lego sets tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. My time. And outside of that, I was maybe considering... Yeah, I have not. I feel like I can't actually decide where I'm going to put the pyramid until I see how tall it actually is. Because I might be able to fit it like on top of one of my shelves, one of the white shelves, but I also might not be able to depending on how tall it is and which side of the room I'm looking at. So I need to finish the white part of the pyramid first, but I actually have a feeling that I think there's a space right to my side here that it will fit. And if it doesn't fit there, I'll clean off some of the space that's currently being used for like an old Harry Potter set. And I'll put it there up behind the PC. So like I have a vague idea of like 2 spaces that it'll fit. I just need to decide which one it's going to go in. Which I won't be able to do till I see how tall the white layer makes it tomorrow. Okay, so July 4th is Saturday. Yeah, this is Saturday. I might be trying to fit in a Heian-kyō stream Saturday morning. I haven't decided yet. I'll probably decide the day of, literally. But if I do, it'll be like early morning for a couple of hours. Because I'd really like to make up for the stream that kind of didn't work. Okay, so I'm probably not... Yeah, Knick-Knack looked that up for me. And if that's when the stream is, it's highly likely that I'm not going to run into maintenance if I stream that morning. In my time zone, so I should be good to go there. So that's my goal. I would like to maybe stream on Saturday morning, but that would mean I'm streaming like, 5 days out of 7 this week. So we'll see if I feel up to it. But I'm trying really hard to be done with Heian-kyō before I leave. So, that's definitely the goal. If I hadn't had build stream scheduled with Vorn, I probably would have streamed FGO tomorrow morning. Just to try to keep it going. Nice. Death to Fly. Good. Very important. If Nervemeister pops into chat at any point, somebody alert me if I don't see them first. I have commentary on that fuck-ass trailer that they asked if I'd seen. Alright. So we're getting back to Heian-kyō. When in doubt. Zerk it out. I trust that if I trust that I'll be warned by you guys if I'm gonna run into anything that I need to really be fucked up about. Hi Ark Rogue. Hi Andrea. Alright, so starting on Act 5. We just met Domon. We just had a little T.H.E with real Domon who's not evil potentially. Yep, that's why I was planning for 4 sections per stream before, but I'd like to be done with all of my recording and streaming before Wednesday of next week, because I'd like to give myself a couple days to pack and get ready for my trip, so. Alright. My life flashed before my eyes. Listening to Lord Michinaga speak, I felt as though my life were hanging by a thread. I can only thank my lucky stars that it wasn't my first time experiencing such a thing, and that it was not something I experienced with any frequency. When my hand stops moving, I feel as though I have been wandering for days on end, starved and desperate for water. My hand is most accustomed to forming characters into words, and words, in their turn, into stories. But every now and then it stops, like it did the other day. But this time, when my left hand halted, still holding my brush, something new appeared there. 3 mysterious glowing red marks known as command spells. A transient bond connecting me and the Steel Gentleman. Alright, fatty, come on. I will pick you up briefly. Come here. And I will hug you. And I will give you pets. The end. Excerpt from a diary. That was great. Thanks for going to the trouble to make us dinner so late at night. Don't be ridiculous. You're all Lady Kaoruko's honored guests. It's no trouble at all. Now, if you're all done, I'll clear your dishes. Oh, and will you be heading out early tomorrow morning as well? No, we're not planning on anything like that tomorrow. Then I'll prepare your breakfast as well. Good night, everyone. Hello, my little purring. I'm glad to hear you liked it. Alright, everyone, please allow me to review what we have learned and what we face. I hope you will permit me to speculate where we still lack information. Sounds great. Go for it, Danzo. First, in regards to the Imperial Holy Grail War, we know that two masters have already been defeated. Namely, Lord Usui and Lord Urabe, two of Raiko's 4 heavenly kings. We can count them as Masters 1 and 2, Lord Watanabe no Tsuna as Master 3, and Lord Kintoki as Master 4. As such, we can also assume that Lord Charles Babbage, the heroic spirit we believe positioned his helter-skelter clones at Inari Shrine, is the servant of the 5th still unknown master. Oh, love. You are sitting on my entire diaphragm. I trust you are both with me thus far. So does that make Seki the 4th heroic spirit? You're fine. Oh, okay. No, you are not putting your butt in my face. Okay. Alright, baby. Tabletop is not the place to be. My little brat. Alright. Tabletop. Nope. Good girl. We are learning what the spray bottle means. It's okay, baby. Okay, you're lying down. That's fine. Alright. Cat has been temporarily appeased. Indeed. Remember, Lady Seki is herself a master. Right, of course. I didn't forget exactly. It just doesn't make sense to me. If I'm the 4th master, then where's my heroic spirit? It's not you either, right, Danzo? Sorry, no, I'm very much master's servant. Besides, Lord Kintoki, I am an assassin, not a caster. If it is true that the condition of this Imperial Holy Grail War dictates all servants manifesting for it must be casters, then it is just not possible for me to be your servant. Yeah, you're right, I'm sorry. It's just, ever since I got these command spells, I can't help but wonder where my heroic spirit could be. Anyway, getting back on track, assuming this Babbage guy's the 5th heroic spirit, then where's his master? The 5th one? And more importantly, who do we talk to about the Imperial Holy Grail War being evil so we can ask him to refrain from fighting? What about the conditions for becoming a master in the Imperial Holy Grail War? Do you know what those are, Lord Kintoki? For example, there are a number of conditions to become one in a typical Holy Grail War, such as the master must be a mage or someone with equivalent capabilities, they must have something they wish for deeply, and so on. Huh. Sounds similar to this one, but also really different. Yes. It's almost like this one's going about everything completely backwards, you know? Indeed, everything does seem to be turned on its head here. That is just the sort of twisted game Limbo loves to play. Oh, pardon me, I was just thinking to myself and also considering how Limbo must pay for what he's done. Specifically, I was putting my analytical circuits to work while contemplating how Limbo must pay with my conscious mind. I cannot walk and chew at the same time. Now I just had a thought. Lord Kintoki, you told us before that the Imperial Holy Grail War Masters are officially known as Imperial Warriors. So then, does that mean to be a master in the Imperial Holy Grail War, one must be a warrior too? No, it doesn't. Oh. Not at all. It's alright, Master. I am a puppet, so I am alright. I am perfectly fine, yes. But I think, I'm just gonna stand over here in the corner by myself for a while. Oh, you hurt her feelings, Kintoki. Ah. Danzo, wait, you didn't do anything wrong. I should have told you guys about this sooner. See, back when the Imperial Holy Grail War was just getting started, the Minister of the Left actually told us what the criteria for being selected were. And you're just telling us now, my guy. The 7 people who will take part in the Holy Imperial Grail War shall be those who possess power known to every man, woman, and child in Heian-kyō. These people shall be known as Imperial Warriors, or Masters. In total, there shall be 7 casters summoned from foreign worlds, and 7 Imperial Warriors, Masters, to command them. Now go forth, Masters, and fight with all your might to collect these casters' heads. That is all. The heavens have spoken, and my word is theirs. And that's the long and the short of it. I see. So, you were told to collect the heads of the casters summoned for this Holy Grail War. Heroic spirits possess strength and powers beyond what is normally possible for humans. It's unusual to speak of them as prey. A single servant can easily defeat an entire army. In a master's world, they are seen as powerful weapons. They are mystics capable of even bringing myths or legends to life. And these Heian Imperial warriors have been tasked with killing such powerful beings. That is truly frightening. You think? The way I see it, it doesn't matter how strong someone is, they die like anyone else long as you cut their head off. Then again, I guess that just goes to show why it's better to be safe than sorry. Gotta make sure I keep my guard up. That merely being on your guard against beings as powerful as servants only proves my point. Huh? But never mind. As we were saying, I cannot think of any who possess the sort of power Lord Michinaga spoke of besides other Heian warriors. Are you certain it is not the right answer? Did I sulk in the corner for nothing? What do you think, Master? I don't know. Hey, here's a question for you two. Does power only ever mean mastery of martial arts? That is a good question. There is certainly more than one kind of power. Masters of sumo are strong in very different ways from masters of the sword, the spear, or the bow. And there are no doubt many other similar examples as well. Right? Far as I'm concerned, anyone who can cook is incredibly strong in their own right, like that maidservant. Oh, people who can read poetry are something else too. I've never been able to wrap my head around poetry. Power. What is power? Oh, Lady Kaoruko is here. Welcome back. I'm glad to see you all safe and sound. So, I couldn't help but notice you didn't return straight after we left the palace. May I ask where you went? We just hung around Suzaku Avenue a bit before heading out to take care of some monsters. Monsters? Oh my. You heard all those rumors going round about the steel monster? We heard it had been seen at Inari Shrine, so we went to pay it a little visit. Of course, it ended up just being some clones or illusions or something like that, so we'll have to go back later to look for the real thing. I see. To think there was a monster hiding out there. But hey, you don't gotta worry, Kaoruko. We might have missed it last time, but we'll definitely get it next time. Then no one will have to be scared of it. So you just sleep tight and don't worry about a thing, alright? Alright. I'm sorry. I'm feeling a little under the weather, so I hope you won't mind if I take my leave and retire for the night. Oh, okay, I guess it is pretty late. Yeah, why don't you turn in? You can sleep easy tonight knowing we got this steel monster thing well in hand. Good night. I mean, Murasaki's obviously one of the masters. The diary entries kind of give that away because, you know. Oh yes, it's nothing. Thank you for your concern. Good night. Anyone else kind of worried about her? At least she feels like one of the masters. I don't want to say, like, for certain, because, like, I don't want to look stupid, but, like, I feel like Murasaki and Sei are probably each masters. Then plus the 4 Heavenly Kings, that's 6. You know? Master. I'm sorry to disturb you so soon after you've gone to bed. Are you asleep? Nope, you made sure I wasn't. I see. Lady Kaoruko just went out on her own. What shall we do? I think Murasaki is Babbage's master. And I'd wonder, because I'm thinking of which casters are here. I still think that Nursery Rhyme is Kintoki's. So maybe Paracelsus is Sei's? That kind of makes sense in my head. Indeed, it seems as though something was weighing on her mind. I swear, how many times you gonna keep showing up like this? If Raiko catches you, it'll be your head on the floor. I'm up! I'm up! What is it? There a monster around? Where? Lady Kaoruko just went out on her own. I was asking Master what we should do. I see. She wasn't walking, was she? No, she took a carriage. Gotcha. What time's it now? Early morning? No, it's still way too dark for that. It is still nighttime, just before midnight, actually. Yeah, that makes sense. Then I will scout ahead and find out where she is headed. Damn, she's already gone, huh? Man, Danzo doesn't waste any time once she makes up her mind, does she? I mean, that counts me out to 6 masters and 6 servants in theory, right? I assume we're not really necessarily going to be meeting some of, like we're not meeting Urabe and, what's-his-face's servants. Let's see. Just checking my JPEG again for... So we know Medea Lily is Watanabe no Tsuna's. I'm almost positive Babbage is Kaoruko's. I think Nursery Rhyme is Kintoki's. Paracelsus might be Sei's. Tamamo's not a master or a servant explicitly, I don't think. Yeah, so we're not going to meet them. So I can only assume the caster that I don't remember that or the caster that I can't figure out that belongs to the master that I haven't guessed yet is the one that in my thumbnail is sitting next to Paracelsus. And I've forgotten her name. I think we did remember it last stream, but I've forgotten it again. Because I'm just thinking, I'm like looking at some of the other servants in the thumbnail, and I'm like, that's not a caster, that's not a caster, that's not a caster. Like just logically thinking about who's a caster and who isn't, and who might be, you know, who we might be able to actually see in, you know, see in the chapter based on who I'm looking at. What, the Warriors 3? Okay, so Blavatsky. In Thor, in Marvel, Thor's 3 companions are the Warrior 3. Sif, Volsag, Sif, no, Sif's not counted, because it's the men. So it's Sif and the men. So Volstagg, Fandrel's the pretty one. Hogan's the other one. Yeah. Does that matter? I'm very confused. Okay. Alright then. Right, now that we're on the main road, which way do we go? She could have gone in any direction. I have a report to make. Lady Kaoruko's carriage appears to be headed straight for Inari Shrine. Whoa, she's gone again. That's impressive. Well, guess we'd better get going too then. Here, why don't I carry you, Seki? That'll let us move way faster. Hold on tight, and whatever you do, don't bite your tongue. That's weird. We haven't run into a single creature yet, and we're almost at the shrine, too. Oh! Yeah, I really haven't spotted it. Nope. I'm sitting here racking my brain and it's not working. Ah, okay, that makes sense. I'm gonna have a cookie. Shut up! Helter Skelters. So you things got bored of hanging around underground, huh? Alright, no point in yelling at Shikigami, is there? Yeah, the other one that got eliminated, you can just say the name, because I have a list of names of servants in Fate, so it's not as if you're spoiling a person's existence by the names. Well, it doesn't matter. Get out of our way, otherwise we're going right through you. Come on, Seki. Okay, we're to a battle. Alright, I'm gonna eat my cookie while we're battling because I'm a little hungry right now. Oh, my sound is off again. Nope, hold on, guys. I can't deal with that. Okay. I don't want to deal with the sound issues. Oh man, what is happening here? It's okay, we're just gonna... I forget how that fix works. Okay, why are we struggling with sound? Why is it choosing to reflect so late? It shouldn't be. Yeah. Okay. Do twofold. I'm actually gonna... I don't know why it's doing this. We're gonna try resetting. But I don't want to deal with it being so far behind. What the hell? What is happening? We fixed this issue before. We were not having this issue. I don't understand. Okay, let's... Okay. Alright, our connection's back. Yes. Yes, okay. Alright. Well, not that the connection was gone, but just that I wasn't gonna deal with the audio being like, you know, 3 actions behind where I was. I hear the doubling. Hold on. I hear the doubling. Maybe I don't hear the doubling? No? What the hell? What in the actual flying fuck is happening? Yeah, okay. Okay. Let's try this now? Fuck if I know at this point. Are we... And we're desynced again. What the hell? I genuinely don't understand what's happening. I really genuinely don't. This has been fine for weeks. Weeks. That's fair. To be fair, the stream isn't going great, and that's because I have unidentifiable audio gremlins right now. I really cannot tell what is wrong. Okay. Okay. Goes mute. Should be showing connection soon. Okay. I don't... And still desynced. What the fuck? I mean, do I need to unplug something from the capture card and replug it? At this point? Like, what is happening? What is your light color? Your light color is strong blue. It means I should not be having an issue. Alright, I'm gonna finish this fight just to get it out of the way, because I don't want to deal with it anymore, but... rest assured, this is not the end. Knick-knack, I don't know what's doubling and where. That's the problem. Nothing is... It's been an issue for the last 10 minutes, and I can't figure it out. For some reason, my capture card has decided to spontaneously desync again. And now it's back. What the fuck? Why is it fixed now? No. No. What fucking demon exists in my cords? I cannot deal with this. This is actually horrific. Okay. Hopefully nothing's doubling anymore now, and it's fixed. I don't know. Maybe? I've certainly never had that issue fix itself when it happened. Yeah. Alright. Alright. Whatever. I'm not gonna look a gift horse in the mouth. Which is such a weird statement, because you absolutely should look your horses in the mouth, even if you're gifted them. Kaoruko, where are you? Looks like she left the carriage behind here, and her servants don't know where she is either. They're just waiting for her to get back. This must mean that she... You are correct. Lady Kaoruko went into the cave we found earlier. Yeah. Right. The magical energy in here is just as dense now as it was earlier. Thus far, there do not seem to be any hostile magical energy signals. I cannot be certain as my scans do not reach the innermost chambers, but I believe it is safe to say there are no familiars positioned ahead. Yes, Master. Right on. It's hard to imagine Kaoruko attacking us, but this would definitely be the perfect place for an ambush. Not much room to move around in here, so let me lead the way. Danzo, would you bring up the rear? Leave it to me. Seki, you stay behind me and ahead of Danzo. If anything happens, I'll be counting on your help. Huh, that's a new one. I don't know what it means, but I like it. Roger that. Come on, let's go. Whoa there. Lord Kentoki. Yeah, I can tell someone's here, but it doesn't feel like an ambush. Hey in there, unless you want to learn the hard way how accurately I can throw my axe, you better show yourself right the hell now. Lord Kentoki? I know, don't worry, I'm not really gonna throw it. We might be dealing with Kaoruko after all, and I'd never do that to anyone who put me up and fed me. I'm just bluffing. Well, I definitely don't want to have to dodge your axe. Say! Huh. That's right, it's me, Kyoko, everyone's favorite big sister. I'm sorry, but I'd really rather you not go any further. I can't let you pass. You three are just gonna have to turn around and go back the way you came. Well, damn, this is a surprise. I hate to sound like an officer or something, but what in the world are you doing here, Kyoko? Don't tell me you're actually the master. What to do? Telling you I'm the master to throw you off would probably work. But, unfortunately, I don't like lying like that. Okay, so Sei is not a master. So nope, I'm afraid it's just plain old me here. Besides, I don't even know what you mean by master. Well, maybe it is. So she doesn't have anything to do with the Imperial Holy Grail War? Then why are you here? I'm confused. Please step aside, Kyoko. We have to meet with as many masters as we can. We're not looking to start any trouble here. We just want to talk. Please understand. Normally, I'd be happy to do anything you asked, Blondie. I mean, you've never asked me for anything before, and now you've asked me for 2 favors in almost as many days. And since I'm such a dependable big sister to all, there's definitely a part of me that wishes I could do what you want. Yeah. But, I'm sorry, I just can't this time. Don't get me wrong, it's got nothing to do with you, I just can't let anyone go any further than this. You got it. Really, how's that work? I thought you said you didn't even know each other. And it's true, we don't. The only thing we have in common is that we're both writers. She doesn't even know I'm out here trying to stop you guys. I'm just out here doing this on my own, for my own selfish reasons. Huh? I have rarely seen such sheer brazenness. Maybe I said this before, maybe I didn't, but I really love the stories she writes. I mean, really, really love them. That's why I'm not letting anyone past here. I don't care who they are. Of course, that might be easier said than done, since I'm really not a fighter. The most I can do is play a mean game of Kamari, so... Maybe you can give me a pass, because I'm just so pretty? What? Whoa, 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 come on, you gotta know that ain't happening. I didn't want to bring this up, but you're not exactly a spring chicken anymore, Kyoko. Besides, there's 3 of us and only 1 of you. Even if you were as skilled as an onmyoji as Lord Seimei, I still don't think you could beat us by yourself. Do you think you could just slip in that horrible and uncalled-for dig at my age and I'd miss it, Blondie? Now that you've poked this proverbial bear, I'm just gonna lead off with my trump card. Or talisman in this case. Oh boy. Hang on. Is that one of Lord Seimei's talismans? But I thought you hated onmyoji. Well, yeah, I do. I especially can't stand their loud chanting. And while Lord Seimei's easy on the eyes and all, I'm not super interested in being his friend. Confirmed attractive Lord Seimei. But he did give me this talisman before he disappeared, and I think it's because he knew I was going to do this. Honestly, that kind of pisses me off too, but right now I can deal with it. Alright guys, you're up. Multiple hostiles confirmed. Master, she seems to have used some kind of summoning spell. You gotta be kidding me. Let's freaking go! Yeah, we talked about the ages last stream a little bit. Yeah, I see the guts on them. That's some big Kamihebi and Gorikibo. Okay. Okay. Right. Okay. Go for another round. That's okay. I don't think it's super important. Didn't even need the stun, technically. Okay. Oof. Yeah. All hostiles eliminated. The battle is over. Man. Ooh, that smarts. Oh, thanks. Oh man, so much for that. Guess that's what I get for stepping so far out of my wheelhouse. And now that the talisman is all used up, I'm pretty much done. Have you ever read that story of hers? It's great stuff, you know. I really love it. Well, except for Hikaru. He's the one character I just can't stand. But him aside, it's got several amazing romances, comedic scenes, dramatic scenes, feel-good scenes, quiet scenes. Really, there's just something special about it. It doesn't matter how many times I read it. I always get so caught up that I can't put it down till I've finished. So you'd better believe I want to see how a story like this special ultimately ends. That's why well... Yeah, I'm supposed to protect women and children. I'd never just go around fighting them. Even now, we haven't actually laid so much as a finger on you, right, Kyoko? So don't worry. Like I said right at the beginning. I came here to talk, not to throw my axe around. I know what you're worried about, and I'm telling you, it's not going to happen. I won't let it happen. Okay. I too would like to dream the way you do. If I were to go beyond your thick steel armor. And do you think I could see your world for myself? Ridiculous. If that is meant to be a joke, Master, it is not funny. You need only be concerned with your own dreams. What remains of mine is my business alone. Besides, the act of telling stories is not so different from following one's dreams, finding inspiration in great poetry, and creating your own world. Yeah, Kyoko's one of the... Well, Kyoko's, I think technically it's her birth name. So, you know, in theory... is it... I think so. Yeah. Or at least it's closer to her real name. Yeah. 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 Because it would have been based on her family name and that sort of thing. But we don't actually know one way or another. Same thing with Murasaki Shikibu. Like, we think it's Fujiwara no Kaoruko, but we don't actually have a guarantee on that. By the way, Nervemeister, since you're here, first of all, you're in my walls, because after you reminded me again on Tuesday to watch that trailer, I forgot about it, and then Vorn reminded me, and then yesterday I had a fucking Discord challenge to watch the werewolf trailer, first of all. Second of all, why did you... What in the... Like, what in the... you're into, like, you know, potentially monster fucking. Have you seen this? No! Because that's not... No! There is a difference between non-consensual body modification and fucking Christian guilt and monster fucking. Like, what the fuck was that? I did not like that trailer. That made me deeply uncomfortable in many, many ways. On many levels. Right? Like, that was deeply disturbing. Vorn asked me why I was being sent Christian porn when he watched it. It made me so uncomfortable, and I don't... I didn't like that. No. No. See, there's a difference. There's a difference between, you know, monster fucking and that man's body is breaking itself apart in some sort of horrible torture. Oh my god. That was one of the most disturbing trailers I've ever seen in my life. Like, genuinely. Ugh. I think the lack of love for horror and thriller films really did that trailer dirty, because every part of it made me uncomfortable. I don't know. Was it the little Olga Marie? Yeah, I saw it. I don't really know what it's from or what it means, so. But yeah. No, wild shit. That... I certainly won't be watching it when it comes out. Like, genuinely, that's... I'm sure that there's a lot going for it, but I do not traditionally watch those type of movies. I don't really like things that are, like, objectively scary, as I'm pretty sure you were here for the stream when we were doing the fucking Huntsman. I don't really like things that are scary. I don't really like thrillers a whole ton. Like, the anticipation really fucks me up. So, you know. Oh. I'll stick to my, like, Scooby-Doo and the Reluctant Werewolf if I want to watch a movie about werewolves. Thank you very much. They did, for a second, I will say for a second, I did genuinely think that this was, like, an older movie or something, and I was like, well, why did it get a new trailer? Because they did a really good job making it look like, kind of like, older film. But, yeesh. Indeed, you already have a dream of your own, Master Kaoruko. Yeah, no, it's the build up, right? Like the tension. I don't like it. I don't do well with build up and tension. Was Willem Dafoe in it? I'm gonna be so for real. I don't think I noticed anything beyond the fact that I was deeply disturbed by it. I'm also really bad at recognizing actors, in general. Because I love Willem Dafoe, but I did not recognize him in it at all. How can you be so certain, Lord Babbage? After all, you were... True, my own attempts at poetry were far from inspirational. But I did count a number of great poets among my friends, and I am quite familiar with their words. So I do know the many joys and sorrows of those who tell stories. And I know what it is you wish for more than anything. Oh, all right. Now then. How long are you going to spy on us? It is past time you revealed yourselves, brave youths. So you knew we were here, huh? We apologize for interrupting your discussion. You must be Lord Charles Babbage. Ah, it's you three. Did you follow me here? I'm so sorry, Lord Babbage. I didn't... So, you know my true name. Then I will not bother with questions, as you are clearly here as part of the Imperial Holy Grail War. Yeah, we are, but don't go jumping to conclusions too quickly. I just want to talk. The Imperial Holy Grail War is an evil plot, or at least we suspect it is. And I, for one, sure don't feel like playing right into some jerk of a villain's hands. So what do you say? Will you... Oh. Okay. Yeah, but the body horror is just... I don't know. That thing's got some heft. Must be one hell of a heavy hammer you got there. Looks like you must be the original steel monster, then. This is a staff. Okay, buddy, whatever you say. Why are you being so hasty, Lord Babbage? There is nothing to discuss. Looks like we got a hard-headed old man on our hands. You can hear us, right, Steel Guy? Kaoruko? We think the Imperial Holy Grail War is an evil scheme. The whole thing might be a trap laid by a seriously wicked bastard. We don't want either of you getting caught up in something like that. Don't listen to them, Kaoruko. I was called here by a true Holy Grail's power. I will therefore do all that is within my power to see my master's wish granted. Was it Aaron Taylor Johnson in there? What the fuck? Hang on. What the fuck? It says something about how disturbing that was that I did not recognize that man, because that man is so attractive. What the fuck? Oh. Oh, it is. Jesus Christ. Nope. Ugh, you just don't get it, do you? There's no telling for sure that anyone's wish is going to be granted. Don't go risking your life for something you don't even know you can trust. We have nothing to discuss. Humans are fragile creatures. Life is fleeting, so if there's even the slightest chance of realizing one's heart's desire, one must put everything they have towards making it a reality. Do you understand? Stand down. Not happening! Oh boy. Oh dear. I know, I'm just gonna get him to cool down. Here he comes! Steam pressure rising. Steam pressure rising. Engaging stage 2 combat mode. I mean, it's a stacked cast, but, you know, that same trio of people is in Nosferatu, and I didn't watch Nosferatu, so. You know. Alright, this is a 1 of 1. I'm just gonna superpower Morgan even more. You know, I don't think that's gonna be a problem for a super long amount of time. Yeah. I didn't watch Nosferatu and I'm not planning on it. We are all lucky that I watched the recent Frankenstein, and even the recent Frankenstein, there were moments in that movie that made me deeply uncomfortable. Deeply uncomfortable. I draw a line at scientific body horror. Man, he hits hard. It's like fighting one of the giant bears from the mountain. But you should have known better than to challenge me to a sumo match. Take this! Suplex! You're strong enough to hurl even my armor. Impressive, hero of the East. Restarting engines. Restarting engines. A malfunction in my armor. Impossible. I never dreamed you would be this strong. Lord Babbage. Kaoruko. Lady Fujiwara no Kaoruko, daughter of Lord Fujiwara no Tamatoki. Are you a master, one of the Imperial warriors, taking part in the Imperial Holy Grail War or not? I am no warrior. However, that's right, you're not a warrior. You have no experience with martial arts, and from what I hear, you're not much good with Shikigami either. But you do have power. Of course you do, but it ain't the power to fight or use Shikigami. You have the power to weave words and bring stories to life, a kind of power I could never hope to achieve. Would have been nice if Lord Michinaga could have just come out and said that, but oh well, the point is you're the 5th master of the Imperial Holy Grail War, aren't you, Lady Murasaki Shikibu? Lord Michinaga doesn't know I'm a master, nor does Lord Ashiya-Domon. They couldn't possibly know, only the heavens could know about the marks that appeared on my left hand. I refuse to engage in battle with anyone. I won't fight, I can't fight. My only gift is for writing. What wish could I possibly hope to have granted in the Imperial Holy Grail War? I don't, of course... In normal Holy Grail Wars, it is precisely those with strongly held wishes that the Grail chooses. I expect it is no different for the Imperial Holy Grail War, Lady Kaoruko. It seems I can't put anything past you. You're right, I do have a wish. Kaoruko. It's all right, Lord Babbage. These people aren't here for your head. I believe they're telling us the truth. I can no longer continue to lie to them in good conscience. I do hope you can all forgive me. The truth is, I want to give my story the greatest ending possible. That is my wish. No more, no less. Yes, I am. Well, hey, you're still in the middle of writing it, right? So why can't you just keep going until you're done? This is your story we're talking about here. You can decide exactly when and how it ends. You don't need a Holy Grail for that, yeah? I wish it were that simple. Choosing the right words, putting together sentences, weaving it all together into a story, truth be told, the whole process feels very much like going through summer without anything to drink. At times, it can be very difficult to keep going. And just as a traveler's legs can grow heavy over time, so too can the fingers that hold a brush. And this is not something that has happened but once or twice. I can't tell you how many times I've nearly collapsed under the weight of it all. This was one of those times. It was so bad that I was very close to giving up entirely. How should I end my story? What sort of ending should I give Hikaru? I agonized long and hard over what I should do. Even when I slept, my fingers would continue to paint words in the air with my brush. Then, after several fruitless days and sleepless nights, the Imperial Holy Grail War was announced. And I acquired the mark of a master. These glowing red lines appeared on my hand, followed by Lord Babbage's appearance at my house. My wish? Indeed, your wish. It was the strength of your wish that called to me. Now I will do everything in my power to see it granted. So wish, for you have earned the right. Be proud, for I will lend you my strength. What do you mean? The Imperial Holy Grail War is a ritualistic fight to the death. That is, the deaths of the heroic spirits involved. That's terrible. I mean, I do have a wish. I'm wishing for it right now, in fact. But fighting with a blade? I couldn't possibly do that. Also, what do you mean by the deaths of the heroic spirits involved? I refer to my own death. Should I die, you will have lost the Imperial Holy Grail War. What? I can't do that. Not after you came all this way from another world. I may still not quite understand who you even are, but I can't possibly wager your life in pursuit of my own wishes. I don't want to see anyone hurt. Over a mere wish. No longing of mine could possibly be worth that. Very well. I understand how you feel, Kaoruko. So instead of fighting for you, I shall be your shield. You will not need to fight. I will keep you safe until the Holy Grail War is concluded. I am not the heroic spirit of a warrior, and so can tell that you are no warrior either. The Holy Grail tells me that the Imperial Holy Grail War is meant to be fought by masters protecting their servants. But you are in luck. You may not possess strength comparable to a servant, but you are a master worthy of your servant's protection. Indeed, that is how a proper Holy Grail War is meant to be fought. So rest assured, when it comes to defense, I can fight every bit as well as any warrior. So I will see you safe to the end of this Imperial Holy Grail War. On that, you have my word. I see. So you're here to protect Lady Kaoruko. That strategy does seem sound. During the day, you could hide out here in this cavern, and at night, you would return to Lady Kaoruko's house to help keep her safe from the other masters. I assume that has been your strategy. After all, even if Lady Kaoruko's master status were to be revealed during the day, it would most likely be at the palace, where fighting is strictly forbidden. That is why you only needed to concern yourself with protecting her during the night. Oh, got it. Sounds kinda like a couple who don't live together, where the husband only sees his wife at night, except this guy's job is to keep her safe. Indeed, I cannot let Kaoruko come to harm. Great poets are one of humanity's greatest treasures. They must be protected at all cost. Lord Babbage. Hang on. Then, does that mean you weren't using Shikigami around the shrine and road? You were actually out there yourself? Indeed. Well, I'll be damned. That takes being bold and daring to a whole new level. Here I thought you were just sending out Shikigami to patrol. What about that spirit form trick Danzo does sometimes? Why didn't you just use that? That way nobody would have ever suspected anything was up, nighttime or not. I know I wouldn't have found this place if you'd done that. You are correct. And, of course, I did employ my spirit form a great deal early on in the proceedings. However, for a heroic spirit who refuses to take part in a Holy Grail War, the spirit form is too effective for its own good. The passive act of sitting back and remaining in spirit form for a long period threatens to upend the entire ritual. And the minister of the left in charge of the Imperial Holy Grail War, Michinaka Fujiwara, refused to accept that. Michinaga, huh? Yes. 3 days after the Imperial Holy Grail War began, Lord Michinaga had every onmyoji in the Onmyo Bureau work together to place a bounded field on the city's ley lines, which prevented Lord Babbage from using his spirit form anywhere in city grounds. A penalty, in so many words. After spending most of the first few days entirely in my spirit form, I was cursed to remain in my physical form for the remainder of the Imperial Holy Grail War. A spirit form restriction curse. I do have to give these Eastern mages credit for their cleverness with curses. I never imagined they would target me through the ley lines. Now I gotcha. No wonder you had no choice but to walk down the road. Guess that also explains why you were in such a rush to settle things when we showed up. But wait a sec. If you were watching over Kaoruko's house at night, where were you the night we showed up? I am still able to use my spirit form for extremely short periods in case of emergency, so that is what I did. So then, these last couple of days. At night, I remained hidden away at a distance and used my thermal sensors to monitor Kaoruko's well-being. Alright, that connects a lot of dots. Still, I'm amazed you two managed to keep this secret this long. You do know there have been rumors of you going around town, right? That's why... Oh. Indeed, and of course, I've heard the same rumors. Master, get behind me. This man is determined. This cave is one of Kyo's spirit caverns. Not that I would expect anyone who isn't an officer to know that. A poor showing on your part, Kintoki. These Heian Genji warriors are truly terrifying foes. Even with all of my sensors tuned for maximum sensitivity to help make our way through this cave, I still didn't notice him. Afraid it's been more of a poor showing from you, Tsuna. Hate to tell you, but we got here first. You don't get anything for second place here. Not on my watch. I've known what was happening here for quite a while now. I simply chose not to do anything about it for the time being. I figured there might be at least one idiot who would jump on the rumors of a heroic spirit walking around the main road at night. I never expected that idiot would be you, though. I suppose you and I are just fated to run into each other like this, Kintoki. Oop. Good lord, Peachy. Okay. Who cares if you already knew about this place or not? Everyone knows you don't go snatching other people's quarry out from under their feet. Lord Babbage there isn't just any old steel monster. He's also my guest. So I'm not letting you or anyone else take him away. It didn't leave me traumatized. I just don't like the surgical body horror bits. Like, especially at the beginning where he's trying to, like, convince people that, like, the electrical pulse has that, like, half-body arm spinal nerve thing moving. Like, that's not okay. The movie itself I enjoyed. It's not particularly accurate, but it was a fun movie to watch. But I did not like those scenes. So I'm not letting you or anyone else take them away. Ooh. Ha ha. You fell for it. Tsuna Watanabe, one of the strongest warriors of this age. You've even claimed the heads of 2 servants already. Yet you somehow never suspected that my nighttime walks might be part of a plan. Now let me show you what I can do so close to a ley line. It's not just that. There were some other issues with the movie in terms of, like, accuracy. Ironically, I don't necessarily think that he sanitized the monster overly much. It just changed, like, a few, like, integral elements of the story that made it a lot more of... I don't know, it's not really what Frankenstein was originally meant to be. Steam pressure rising. Steam pressure rising. Unlocking combat maneuvers. Connecting steam engine. Steam pressure at maximum. Emergency. Releasing my noble phantasm's true name. Dimension of steam. So am I fighting Babbage or Tsuna? I mean, Babbage, obviously, because of what you said, but... Youch, that's hot. Hey, what's with all the white smoke? The entire cave is filled with steam, and there are dozens of helter-skelters within it. He must have released his noble phantasm's true name. These numbers. You have an army at your command. It is my dreams, my obsessions, my ceaseless regrets that give my noble phantasm its power. Now, the remains of my dreams will crush you where you stand. Haha, I told you. You fell for my trap, Tsuna Watanabe. Yeah. Holy hell, 1, 2, 3, just how many Shikigami are there? Damn, nice work, Steel Guy. My dreams and obsessions should keep him busy for a while, as they will manifest without end. Come, brave youths, now is our chance. Hell yeah, let's get out of here. No. Ah, okay, I see what's happening. No, that is not the chance I meant. We may never get a better opportunity to settle matters between us. Fight me, brave youths. Lord Babbage! No, you mustn't. I can't be of any help to you in battle. Even with Lord Seimei's tutelage, I still know next to nothing of Onmyodo. Certainly nothing that could be of aid. So please, reconsider. There is no possible way for you to win. Lord Kintoki and Lady Seki are right. Now is your chance to escape. There is no need for you to stay here. There are any number of places you could flee to. You could leave the city and go on to the far west of Japan, or the east, or even further if necessary. Anywhere is better than here if staying here means you end up hurt because of me. Kaoruko. No, Murasaki Shikibu. Princess of Storytelling. The difference engine I dreamed of could calculate anything and everything. While it may never have become a reality or become the all-powerful device of which I dreamed, it is still enough for me to know that this is where my path ends. Tsuna Watanabe is an excellent hunting dog, a wolf even. There's no telling how long my trap will hold him off. Which is why I am choosing to pass my current hopes and dreams on to another. Forgive me for breaking my promise, storytelling princess. Lord Babbage, you mustn't! Your divinations may be shockingly accurate, but that doesn't mean you need to let them decide your own fate. I'm sorry, Kaoruko. This is how it must be. You're serious about this, aren't you? You remember I already beat you once before, right? And you still want to do this? I do. You saw Kaoruko crying about this, right? And you still want to do this? I do. You remember everything we told you? I do. That's so. When someone's made up their mind like this, there's nothing anyone can do to change it. Am I wrong? No, I suppose not. I shall entrust my soul, my life, my dreams to you. Now prove you can shatter this steel that armors my heart. If you cannot, your lives are forfeit. Master, over here. You who possess the power, you who thirst, yearn, and struggle to make your wishes reality. If your desires are true, then join battle and kill as you must. For the only way forward to realizing your wishes is to use the power you possess to make your way through me. All right, Charles Babbage, I hear ya. Let's see. There's no going back, is there? Of course not. Let's see. Oh, what the? A reality marble. Master. I mean, I would make the argument, I actually don't think that the 2025 Frankenstein was that accurate to the themes of the book either. I think it focuses on an entirely different story to tell than the original book did, right? I think it's a good movie, and it tells its story particularly well, but I don't think what it's trying to tell you is the same message that the book is trying to tell you. I don't know, it depends on the atmosphere. The problem is I have a tendency to really buy into whatever atmosphere like a movie is trying to create, if it's particularly well done or if it's like in a certain way. And so that means that, like, you know, for example, like the audio and like the visuals on the build up to like a jump scare, like I might know that a jump scare is coming, but like my brain, like my body is still buying into like the sound and the visuals playing up. So even though my brain knows, hey, you're about to be jump scared, the rest of me is still like, oh god, when it happens, you know? This is the blood-stained battlefield of Limbo, where the losing heroic spirit soul shall be consumed upon defeat. The Imperial Deathmatch stage. My true name is Charles Babbage. This is where my dreams and obsessions shall halt you in your tracks. Hear me, O frightful gods, and laugh. Hear me, O glittering sun, and shine. Now come, and show me the extent of your power. Show me what you will do to make your wish reality. If there's no talking our way out of this, Steel Guy, then you're on. I see your strength and the depths of your resolve, and I'm ready to meet them in battle. Let's do this. Okay. I'll try it this way first. I haven't watched too many Frankenstein films. I've read the book. When it comes to books like that, I just tend to prefer reading them because I don't get as in my head about it. So I don't watch a whole lot of those movies. But I mean, the same thing happens with like sad or funny movies. I tend to buy into like the atmosphere of a film really like much easier than I know than some other people I know. And so like I tend to cry easier and laugh easier and get scared easier, and you know, on the whole, I am just an easier target in a lot of ways. Okay, alright, we broke a break bar, that was the goal. Alright, now we're gonna try to go 2 for 2 on that. It's too bad he didn't get me up to, you know, 50% battery, but... Oh! Oh, okay, so don't drop my NP right now. Okay. Yep. Okay. I mean, maybe, but then I'd also have to find someone who wanted to watch the movie with me, because that's the other thing. I don't watch movies alone anymore. It's too boring. Alright, so in theory... Oh, and now you've got Invincible. Okay. Get fucked, you little... Okay. Ah. Okay, well that wasn't ideal. But... you just so happen to have you ready. Yeah. Partially one of the reasons why I always want to find someone to watch movies though with is because I like to talk when I watch movies, and not all of my friends are into that, but like I like to have, you know, engagement. Same thing when I watch TV shows nowadays. I'm just not really the type of person who like sits and watches something quietly unless it's in theaters anymore. I want to discuss it as I'm watching it, you know? Like, I want to give my opinion. I want to talk about what I'm seeing. Alright, are you an AoE or are you single target? Vorn? I don't think Vorn would be interested in watching that kind of movie. Oh, AoE. That's not ideal. That's really not ideal. Oh, this is a really disgusting fight. This is a really disgusting fight. Okay, oh boy. That's Scooby's neck. Yeah, I see the taunt, but oh, no, so to make him multi-target, I need to swap, because Old Man Ptolemaeus is the AoE, right? Yeah. Okay. That way I kind of avoid the taunt, because I should hit everyone still. Yeah. There we go. Okay. You really beat her up. You a dick. Oh, would you look at that? Give me a nice... Well, at this point it's just do as much damage as I can and hope I survive through another NP. I don't know. Didn't think this was gonna be quite as fucky as it is. Well. Let's see if we can get that NP charge. Since I don't have a battery on me right now. There we go. Oh. Not invincible again. Is it a... Apply sure hit. Okay. That's not great. Okay. Invincible only goes for one turn, so... Ew. I hate that. What smash is... okay, I'll just read it. Increased defense, damage... Okay, so it's worth it to use her. Yeah, no, I like talking through movies and TV shows and stuff. I don't know, I've hit the point in my life where I like to express my thoughts as I'm having them. Which, you know, kind of in turn means that I'm not necessarily willing to just kind of sit there silently. I get bored sitting there silently. Like, I'm not great at, like, sitting still for that long and paying attention to things. Oh, I didn't realize he had another NP coming. Okay. Yeah. That's unfortunate, but you are correct. Okay, go. I have so many of them. Yeah. Sometimes it's not even necessarily commentary too, but like, you know, oh, this reminds me of a thing, or oh, you know, other things to kind of mention and talk about. But yeah, it's hard to sit still and just pay attention to a movie and nothing else. It's the ADHD. It's like rough these days. This is why I watch a lot of movies at home instead of in theaters. There's very few things I'm willing to like go to a theater to watch anymore. Because I'm like, it's not really worth it when I could just watch it at home. Okay. Ha! It seems this contest of strength has ended with your victory, Kintoki. Lord Babbage, Lord Babbage, Charles. I believe Knick-Knack meant the optimal way. But yeah, I do tend to do that to just about every movie I watch these days. And because of that, there's a few friends I have who won't watch a movie for the first time with me, and I think that's fair. The thing is, like, in certain ways, my attention span is fine, right? Like, if you give me a book, I can sit down and just quietly read a book for hours and hours upon end, right? Like, if you give me, like, a specific goal, like working on a spreadsheet, and there can be music playing, I can sit and work on a spreadsheet for hours with just, like, music playing in the background. But, like, movies are sort of like, movies and TV shows are like a weird, unique space where it's like, I don't really need to pay that much attention, do I? What happened? Allow me to explain, Lord Suna. The enemy's servant spirit core has been shattered. It won't be long now before he departs from this world. So he chose death rather than flight. Then this was suicide. No, that's not quite right. He threw his lot in with Kintoki, my inferior, in order to protect his master. I can see his logic. Restraint has never been my forte. My Higakiri even left Lord Urabe and Lord Usui, 2 of the 4 heavenly kings, seriously wounded. Lady Murasaki, who knows nothing of martial arts, may not have been fortunate enough to escape merely missing an arm. Come, Caster, we have no more business here. Kintoki has won this death match. Yes, Lord Suna. Yeah. Lord Babbage. There is nothing strange about this. I could not be happier without this outcome. Even as I followed my difference engine's instructions, I bet everything on a flash of inspiration from my soul. You there, the girl with the red hair. There is something familiar about you. It almost feels as though we are old friends. Friends who once walked side by side somewhere far, far away. Am I merely imagining things? No, I am certainly not. I am not sure that entrusting you with my undertaking is the right thing to do. I may not have been able to keep my promise to Kaoruko, but even so, I would ask that you protect her in my place. Please. I know. You don't gotta say it. I'm not gonna let anyone hurt her. That said, once you die, your master will lose her master status. And Brother Tsuna won't have any more reason to go after her. But you knew that when you challenged us, didn't you? Young warrior who reminds me of nothing so much as a crimson dragon. Beautiful eastern automaton. Young lady with the red hair. Kaoruko. Ah. Lord Babbage. Do not throw away your dreams. None of you need to throw anything at all away. Not even if that something is a dream, the most fragile, fleeting thing in the world. You must not throw it away. No fair, old man. I am but a heroic spirit recorded by humanity after my dreams were crushed, which is exactly why I implore you now not to forget your own dreams, young ones. Never lose hope. It will not always be easy. At times, it will be sheer agony. You may pause, you may rest, but you must never, ever abandon your dreams. As long as you hold on to your dreams, you may always pick yourself up and keep moving. Encase your dreams in steel armor forged from your own ideals. Do that, and nothing will stop you. Now go. It matters not if you lose your way or suffer injury, young ones, as long as you keep forging ahead. Lord Babbage. Yeah. But yeah, no, I've got at least one or two friends who won't watch a movie for the first time with me. They'll watch it with me like a second or a third time, but they don't want to listen to me. And I'm like, that's fair. You know, not everyone wants to listen to someone hosting running commentary for an entire movie. Or even pausing occasionally to talk about things. The city of Kyo, currently in the midst of the Imperial Holy Grail War. Lately, foul creatures have even been prowling the city's main roads. And recently, something even stranger has been seen there, my steel caster. The steel monster was said to be a great hulking beast that stalked the streets of Kyo at night, and that towered over women and men alike. Now, he will never be seen again. All that remained of him was a faint mass of glittering light, which shortly vanished. Following my defeat, the marks on my left hand disappeared, never to return. I do not doubt that people will be glad to hear these new rumors. They will no doubt say it was our valiant officers who vanquished the red-eyed steel monster. But I know the truth. The steel monster was no monster at all. The worst thing he ever did was protect me. The end. Excerpt from a diary. The Diary of Lady Murasaki Shikibu. Alright, I shall be back later. My duties at the palace keep me quite busy even when I'm not writing, you see. Oh, no need to worry about my protection. My family's carriage is embedded with special talismans, so I'll be alright with just my servants. You are still free to stay here as long as you like. I won't breathe a word to the main Genji house. Alright, I shall see you later. Please enjoy your breakfast. Will do! Thanks. Not at all. Alright, I had best be going. Yes, I believe so. Lady Kaoruko has been hiding her tears, but I noticed some signs of redness around her eyes. I doubt she was able to get much sleep last night. Which reminds me, this is too high. There we go. Nah, she's alright. Or at least, if she says she's alright, that's good enough for me. I think, the way I see it, sometimes putting up a brave front's a way to help yourself to feel better. It's kinda like armor for your heart. At least, that's what I think. So I'd rather see this as Kaoruko finding herself a damn fine set of armor. Yeah, that's how I'm choosing to see it. I see. That is a lovely way to look at it, Lord Kintoki. Whoa, check it out! Pretty awesome weather we're having today. Encase our dreams in steel armor forged from our own ideals, huh? Man, that's good. That's real good. I wish I could say something that good and mean it one day. But I don't think I can. I don't know, you say one thing and mean it. Golden! What is my dream? What is it I want to do? It's no use. No matter how much I think about it, I keep coming up short. I may be grown up on the outside, but I'm an empty vessel inside where it counts. Things were a lot simpler back on the mountain. If I didn't like something, I'd just grab it and toss it. I laughed, I wrestled, I ate, I slept. That's all there was to it. What's wrong with me? What is it I'm missing? It's been a few years since I was named one of Raiko's 4 Heavenly Kings and charged with defending the city. And I still have no idea. I don't know if I'll ever be cut out to be a master. I'm empty. I got no reason to fight anywhere. I want something else. Something right. A dream? Sure, I'll take that. Give me one of those. What'd you call it before, Seki? A morphing hero? Hell, I'll take that too. The point is, I ain't got any real substance to me. And Babbage, he had it in spades. I really envy that. Dreams, fantasies, and all covered in steel. I don't quite get what he meant by all that, but I could tell he shined bright. Damn bright. Yeah. I think he really embodied that word you introduced me to. What was it again? Oh yeah, he was golden. Don't you think, Seki? Cute. Yeah, that's right. That old steel guy was real golden. Okay. All right. Friends and children leads me to believe we're going to be dealing with nursery rhyme during this section, whether or not that's our servant or not. I was wrong about Sei, so I'm wrong about who Paracelsus belongs to, and Paracelsus could still be ours. There you are. Really now, you should know better than to climb up on the roof. I swear, Kintoki must have been just like you when he was your age. I certainly never taught him to be so rambunctious. I'm fine, Raiko. I'll never fall down from a roof or a wall. It's not who I am. Is Raiko one of the masters? Only, oh my god, is Nursery Rhyme Raiko's servant? Only Humpty Dumpty falls down. Oh my, how awful. So Lord Dumpty falls off a roof then? Yes, that's right. No, that's just a regular child. Why are they on the roof? I'm so confused. I give up. I'm gonna stop trying to theorize who's what. Oh wait, no, it wasn't a roof. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Then Humpty Dumpty had a great fall, and all the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty back together again. Oh my. Oh no, please don't be scared, Raiko. It's okay. Yeah, that's true. I'm not Humpty Dumpty. There's no such person as Humpty Dumpty here. So nobody's gonna get hurt, okay? Right. You're right, of course. If you say so, then it must be true. Mother believes you when you say no one will be hurt. Oh, Zero. I think I see what you meant. You were trying to hint at me that because the 4 kings were servants, Raiko probably was too. Like Thor and the Warriors 3 and Sif. At least I think that's what you meant now. How very strange. I feel so much like my old self again whenever you and I speak. It's as though I've gone back to my childhood when I was still innocent in the ways of the world. Back when I was still called Manjumaru and yet did not carry a sword or seek glory in battle. Of course, you're still you, Raiko. Manjumaru is still there, inside you, I promise. Do you really think so? Do you know it's not nice to tease your mother, don't you? I'm not teasing, I can tell. She's still in there. If Kintoki were here right now, I think you and he would have been great friends. I swear, I don't know where that boy has wandered off to. Kintoki. Do you mean Sakata Kintoki of Mount Ashigara? Oh my, you're so well informed. Yes, that's him. He grew up in the province of Sagami, where he was known as Kaidomaru of Ashigara. As the child of Sekiryu, the god of Mount Ashigara, he was born with incredible strength. But now, he is Kintoki. My own beloved child, Sakata Kintoki. I don't know, Raiko. I don't understand. I can't say for sure, but I don't think he needs us. Huh? I am who I am. I belong only to you. I am who I am. I'm your friend, Lonely Raiko. Manjumaru. It's okay. You don't have to worry about anything. Your child is all grown up. Kintoki is a warrior now. In a different time, I'm sure he would have stayed close to us. But now, he's forgotten all about you. That's slightly demented. So I don't need to be friends with anyone but you. Oh, my wrist cracked. In the dead of the night, Oni appeared in the south of Heian-kyō. Pulsing with power, they spread fear and terror throughout the city to the rich, the poor, and warriors alike. They crossed Abe no Seime's great bounded field as easily as hopping over a stream, and, lit only by the moon's pale light, set about doing whatever they pleased. Destruction, theft, subjugation. A horrific roar pierced the night sky. The great beast from whose gullet it emerged could easily be mistaken for the king of all monsters. Sneering laughter echoed up and down the dimly lit streets. Oni, hedonistic terrors who take whatever they like from whoever they like. They are perhaps the greatest threat to those who live in Kyo, though whether they are truly monsters, supernatural beings, or creatures of myth is anyone's guess. With their monstrous strength, they can destroy any wall in their path. Their tough hides shrug off steel blades as if they were biting off flies. They are large Oni, small Oni, hideous Oni, and aristocratic, beautiful Oni. And in tonight's raid, the Oni commanding their massive, muscle-bound fellows are two beautiful Oni whose smiles drip with bloodlust. Ha ha ha! Weak, so weak. You're all so weak and fragile. You're so pathetic it's actually hilarious. I expected more from you, Kyoites. Even with 100 swords, you're still no match for a single one of us. Pathetic. Fall back, fall back. They're much too strong for us. Fall back. Get some of the Genji warriors here, on the double. These are no ordinary Oni. They must be the ones from Mount Oe. Fall back. Get them, Torakuma! Nice, nice, very nice. So strong, yeah. But I really love how big you are, especially your arms. After all, you can send a whole bunch of officers flying with just a single swipe. Go on, Torakuma. Destroy everything in your path. Well, well, listen to you. Somebody's in a good mood. Hell yeah, I am. I've got more power than I know what to do with now. I've never felt better, and I owe it all to this awesome new arm you got for me. This is exactly why you're such a great leader for all of Mount Oe's Oni, Heian-Doji. Whatever are you talking about? I don't lead any Oni. That's way too much trouble. You go right ahead and lead them if you want, Ibaraki. Ibuki-Doji, leader of the Mount Oe Oni. That sounds just lovely. You can do that from now on. Oh, really? You sure? Anyway, more importantly, Ibaraki, you can use Torakuma and Hoshikuma as much as you like. But make sure you actually eat what you break, too, okay? Otherwise you're just being wasteful. You can destroy all the walls and demolish all the houses you like. Rip off the arms and legs you want, too. But let me say this one time, and don't make me say it a second. Whatever you kill, be it human or animal, you must also eat. That is the rule. And you do know what will happen if you break this rule, right? Uh-huh. Say it. Okay, I'll make sure to eat everything I kill, I promise. And if I don't want to eat something, I won't kill it. Good! And look, Shootin', I still haven't killed anything yet. I've just been breaking things. Besides, there just isn't much meat out there that meets my exacting standards. I swear, these humans all smell so bad, it's just gross. For a moment, I thought I'd found some meat back at Ichijo Modoribashi that looked promising, but on second thought, never mind. Oh, Ibaraki, you're just adorable, you know that, right? Huh? That's it, keep up the good work. Can't wait to see what you can really do tonight. I like devouring the occasional human myself. If you could bring one back for me, I'd just love that. Though, of course, there may not be time for that tonight. Huh? What do you mean, Shootin'? I meant our funds tonight's going to be a little different from usual. Just this once, we're not going to be looking for pretty outfits or kidnapping pretty girls. Or gathering sparkly treasures or stealing the best wine in Kyo. We're not even going to play with the blonde-haired, blue-eyed brat. Oh, really? We're not? That's great. That's really great, Shootin'. Although, this is the first I'm hearing about not looking for treasure or abducting people. So if we're not going to play with the brat either, why did we come down from the mountain tonight? This is giving, like, massively large, fucking Scar and the Hyenas. Like, yeah, we'll be prepared. Prepared for what? For the death of the king. What? Is he sick? No, you fool. We're gonna kill him. And Simba too. Great idea. Who needs a king? No king, no king. La 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 la. Idiots. That's the vibes I'm getting from this pairing. Okay. Are you gonna eat people without me? As nice as that sounds, no. Were you even listening to me, Ibaraki? Oh well, I guess it's all red if you don't know. Hey, no fair. Come on, Shootin', tell me. Wait, I've got it. It's gotta be something to do with that guest of yours, right? There you go. My guest and I have something we need to do here in Kyo. Isn't that right, guest? Oh, Paracelsus! Indeed, my lady. Oh, there you are. You disappeared on me again, huh? That spirit form trick of yours must be handy for you, It's a pain in the ass for me. What an idiot. Now he's done it. Nobody can annoy Shootin' and live to see another day. He's a dead man if I've ever seen one. Not that I could care less whether he lives or dies. He's definitely got it coming, though. I never liked how he showed out of nowhere and started hanging around Shootin' like it was the most natural thing in the world. Now that you've pissed off Shootin', she's gonna tear your head off like she's plucking a flower. Now go on. Die. Die, die, die. Ugh, it really is a pain to deal with, you know? My apologies. It won't happen again. You're damn right it won't happen again, weirdo. You obviously don't know how wild Shootin' can get when she's upset. The moment her beautiful white fingers touch you, she'll either blow your whole body up on the spot or she'll crush every bone you have. Oh well, that's okay. Don't worry about it. Thank you, my lady. Huh? Why hasn't he exploded? Why are his bones all still in his body? What's going on, Shootin'? Why aren't you doing anything to him? I thought I was gonna get to see another beautiful bloodbath. You just do whatever you think is best, right, Ibaraki? What, Shootin'? If it wasn't for my guest here, we could never have made it through Kyo's bounded field without asking the moon for help, right? I guess. Usually we can only sneak into Kyo once a month or so. And you already used up our chance this month, so you could go to the Ichijo Midoribashi Bridge, right? And forget big oni like Torakuma or Hoshikuma. We can only bring them along every 6 months or so if we're lucky. It's such a hassle. Who wants to deal with that? Not me, I'll tell you that. But tonight, just one word from our guest is all it takes. You're good, guest. I'm surprised. I'm impressed. Thank you. I'm glad I could be of service, Master Shootin' So, this is what a caster from another world is capable of, Nice. Very nice. Damn it. Of all the things I thought might be going on here. Large hostile detected. Master, we're dealing with some... Yep, big oni. Yeah, that's an oni alright. It must have come down from one of the nearby mountains. It's weird though, we don't usually get big ones like that. The bounded field Lord Seimei put up around Kyo should make it near impossible for an oni that big to slip through. Usually we just have oni sneaking in maybe once or twice a month, and that's only by making themselves weak enough to get through. There's no way a weakened oni like that would be able to smash the place up so easily. And on top of that, I see the ones leading it are... Hey, Shootin', look! We've got a warrior here to make up for the officer's piss-poor showing now. But it doesn't matter who they send. None of them can so much as touch us. Now come on, I'll tear the flesh from your bones and eat it before you're very... Wait, you? Kintoki. Ibaraki. My oh my, if it isn't the blonde-haired, blue-eyed brat himself. How are you, brat? It's been so long, hasn't it? Goodness, you look even stronger than you did the last time I saw you. Guess all that sumo's really working out for you, huh? Don't you think so, brat? Shootin'. Long time my ass. You were just here last month. Yes, master, but do not let your guard down around them. You're good. They have no memory of who we are, just like Lord Kintoki. What's more, their magical energy readings easily surpass those of their spirit origins registered in Chaldea. So you're the Oni making a big old mess of the place. What's going on today, huh? Usually you just sneak in quietly, but tonight you're obviously going all out. Shootin' Ibaraki-Doji. And if you're here, the big guy's gotta be either Torakuma or Hoshikuma, right? What's going on, Shootin'? Why are you causing so much trouble tonight? You want to know why? This is why. You can see them, right? The marks on her left hand. Are those command spells? The masters were chosen from among those who possessed great power here in the Heian period, and that would certainly include Shootin' of Oe. Still, I never expected an Oni to be one of the 7 masters. Huh. I thought the brat had brought along a caster of his own, but that seems not to be the case. Not really. I kind of thought that Shootin' and Ibaraki would just be, you know, kind of like Sei, just here because they were present in the period, or close enough to that it counts, like as part of the story. So, I didn't realize that they were going to be, that Shootin' was going to be a master. I'm still trying to figure out how and when Ibuki's going to show up. Because Ibuki's a berserker class, but she's supposed to be in this chapter, so I don't know what's going to happen there. And as far as I can tell, that red-haired girl there isn't a caster either. You there, I sense something different about you. Why don't you let me take a closer look? Here, look at me. Look at me. Yeah, I've had someone do that to me before. Master. Ah, crap. Seki, don't look directly at her. Sorry, I should have said something sooner. It's not safe for humans to look directly at an Oni. Okay, that's not true of all Oni, but it's definitely true for this one. She's dangerous. Master, get behind me. Please, do not try to tough it out. I know your mystic code has been heavily modified, but it still cannot hope to completely shut out all manner of magical energy effects. Oh, you're right, you're right. Well, still, she's not a caster. That's why I'm curious as to how she's going to show up. She's still not a caster. So unless she shows up as our 7th master, I'm at a loss. Yeah. Please, master, stand down. Aw, she went and hid behind the dolly. No fun. Well, that's boring. I was hoping you'd play with me some more. That's rich, seeing how you're the one who brought Ibaraki and the big guy here. Well now, you're a servant, aren't you, Dolly? But you're not a caster, are you? Does this mean you're the odd man out, Kintoki? Ha! This is too good. One of the so-called 4 heavenly kings, and you're still not worthy to be chosen as a master. I was pissed off when I first found out Shootin' had been chosen for a human ritual of all things, but not anymore. What a pathetic showing, Sakata Kintoki. Shut up! Loser, loser! It must be so hard living with that kind of shame. Hey, I just had a great idea. Shootin', I'm gonna do a thing now. Don't get in my way, okay? Oh, well, I'd hate to spoil your fun, Ibaraki. What is it you're gonna do? I'm gonna do this pathetic Genji a favor and put him out of his misery. Come on, Torakuma, let's get him. Yeah, that's annoying. If you offer residential service, then you need to respond and offer it. The giant horse creature and the Oni are both headed this way, Master. Wait. Oh yeah, because Raiko. Yeah, you're right, you're right. That is all 4 of them. Yeah. So yeah. Okay. No, there ain't. Ibaraki may not be as bad as some Oni I could name, but she's still an Oni, and her antics are way worse than any kind of mischief a human could get up to. So even if we can't capture her here, we can still stop her and chase her away. You're in for this time, Kintoki. Bring it on, Ibaraki-Doji. Okay. I know. I haven't eaten yet today, so I'm like... These two have to be my last two, otherwise I'll just keep eating them, so... It'd be even better if I had a low cup of coffee right here in front of me. Yeah! They are! Like, you just want to keep eating them. I think it's because... I don't know if which variety of the cookies they were... So Nick Nack and I baked cookies the other night together, right? We made like a huge pile of them. And we made like regular cookies that were just vanilla flavored. And then we did a set that was cinnamon sugar based. And then one that was chocolate. And then one that was chocolate with a little bit of spice in them. Like literally like chocolate and cinnamon and chili spice, right? Like kind of like Mexican chocolate. And the problem is they're not too overly sweet and they have like a really good texture. So it's really easy to just keep eating them. It's a problem. Like I only have like 4 left of the regular chocolates because I've been eating them so fast. Okay. All right. Here. Damn, doll, get out of my face. How are you so good at blocking my flames? I'm the leader of every Oni on Mount Oe, you know? Ugh. Thank you for your kind praise. I wasn't praising you, Ibaraki. That does it. I'm not holding anything back next time. Come on, Shootin'. Don't just stand there. Help me out. Let's show the brats and that damn doll how unstoppable we are when we're fighting together. That's enough, Ibaraki. Shootin'? Even the big guy just took a step back. Guess they ain't gonna go all out here. Though, I guess that makes sense since I don't have a caster with me. Not enough in it for them. So, what about Shootin' then? Does she have a caster or is she in the same boat as me? I'm not seeing anyone who looks like a caster right now, but these are still Oni we're dealing with. Not gonna let my guard down, but I got no idea what they're doing here. That's enough, Ibaraki. We're done playing with them. Okay, he's not as much fun to fight as Suna anyways. But let me just say this, Shootin'. I wasn't the one playing around. No, it wasn't you either, doll. I'm talking about you, Kintoki. What about me? That doll might smell like oil instead of blood, but at least I could tell she was really after my head. But then there was you and that other brat, Kintoki. What were you two thinking? It was like your hearts weren't in it at all. I don't get it. How could you be facing the leader of all Oni on Mount Oe? And not even try to cut off my head? Shut up. You don't deserve to say my name. You're one to talk. Did you even eat a single person tonight? Golems? Why'd you have to run your big mouth, Kentoki? Looks like we've both been holding back, right, Shootin'? This is just another game for you, right? Always is with you. I'm sure you're a master since you've got the marks, but I don't see your caster anywhere. You're not actually casterless, are you? What is it, Kentoki? You trying to say I don't measure up? Yeah. Well, I'm afraid you're wrong. Why don't you say hi to my new friend here? See, thing is, though, I have Domon, so I don't need a roll for Domon. And I've just been apprised that there are some things coming out that I'm going to be interested in at some point soon, so... Come on out, caster. You called, master? Yeah, I really like Domon. I actually think he's fantastic, but I already have him, so... I'm definitely not rolling on that banner because I don't really need or want Chiome. And I don't trust... I don't trust myself to get another Domon. I do kind of want Summer Jufu. A pleasure to make your acquaintance. I am Master Shooten-Doji's caster. Have you and I met somewhere before? Damn it, so you've got a heroic spirit too. Fine, good for you. So glad to hear it. Not that I'm jealous or anything. Kentoki, methinks you doth sound a little bit like Gajiel before he got his Exceed too much. You're not? You sure? Now the only thing I want to do is tell you how great my new caster friend here is. You know, it's almost indecent asking for it like that. You're real bad, aren't you, brat? I ain't asking for shit. Sure you are. No, I'm not. Enough. Just shut up. I'm gonna tie you all up so tight you won't be able to so much as blink without my say-so. I'm putting an end to the Imperial Holy Grail War right here and now. Master. Oh my, somebody's fired up. Alright, I guess we can play with you for a little while. Ibaraki. Ooh, you want me to rough 'em up shooting? You got it. No, Caster and I are playing together this time. You and Torikuma stay out of this. Huh? What are you saying, shootin'? Understood. As you wish. Multiple hostiles detected. They appear to be homunculi, Master. Hell yeah! Let's do this. Okay, so this is not our final fight against shootin'. Yeah. But I also have to save some child support for Tut. He needs a college fund. If I don't get him a college fund, what will he do? Sometimes I try to have faith in my casters. And then I'm reminded what the shit they're out, or they're my assassins, and then I remind that they're shit. Damage. Yes, I have heard of Chainsmoker Cat. Yeah. Well, I didn't mean to say casters, I did mean to say assassins. Yeah, I know she's not meant to be, but like sometimes she's really like sometimes she just hits and it's so good. And then half the time she's like, or 3/4 of the time I'm like, damn, I really trusted you. Okay. Exactly what I wanted to happen. Because this gets me another NP. See, a hallmark of knowing that your cookies aren't too overly sweet is that I can eat a cookie and then I can drink my soda and my soda doesn't taste like it's completely sugarless. It's a hallmark of a good cookie. Ha! Impressive, Sakata Kintoki. You mowed down my combat homunculi like they were nothing. What would you have me do next, Master? Ah, this is so much fun! You're even more into this than usual, aren't you, Brad? Oh, you're getting me all worked up. What a waste. Oh, it'd just be wrong for me to make something this fun a one-time only deal. I thought that was what I said. Cookies don't have to be super sweet. Yeah, that's what I meant. Did I say it the other way around? I might have, but that's what I meant, that they don't have to be super sweet. I like it when I eat a cookie and everything I taste after it isn't automatically like pre-sugared. I also like it when cookies don't give me like a fucking sugar high from like a single bite. Not to say that like overly sugary cookies aren't a good thing sometimes, because Lord knows there are like certain types of cookies where I'm like, I don't really care that it's so sugared that I'm going to be suffering for 2 or 3 hours. But yeah. Alright, Caster, do it. As you wish. But please be aware that I won't be able to control where we end up if we include Lord Torakuma's significant mass. That's fine, don't worry about it. Well, see you later, brat. Hold it, you're not going anywhere. Oh, Earth, make a path. Yeah, because I was saying a sign of a good cookie that's not too sweet is being able to drink a sugary drink and not have it taste like, you know, disgusting. I can drink my Diet Dr. Pepper and I can still taste like the sugar of the Diet Dr. Pepper. Plus, some cookies taste better with like a little bit of salt on top. Plus, we have the, we did the Mexican chocolate themed ones, which honestly, my mom says could have used even more spice. She says we probably could have like added a little bit more on the chili powder so you could really taste it. I can no longer detect their magical energy signals. Whatever they did, it appears to be something very different from command spell-based rapid movement in standard Holy Grail Wars, or even similar pseudo-transmission techniques. As far as I can tell, it seems to be a smokescreen combined with a more typical rapid movement spell. The result is a technique that specializes in assisting multiple combatants escape from a battlefield. It even reminds me of the Earth Evasion spell once used by ancient China's famed tactician Taigong Wang. Incredible. Absolutely hilarious that we quote Taigong Wang here, just as I've published the video a couple days ago. Which, if you have not seen, Taigong Wang went up on Monday or Tuesday, and Li Shuen went up yesterday, so go and give those videos some love. We also had a FGO off the shelf come out. So they even took the big guy with them. Damn. Yes, Master. I will use my spirit form to make a quick round of the city. I won't have much time, as I'm concerned I may also be affected by the spirit form curse. But I will be certain to cover as much ground as I can. I will check the Imperial Palace as well and return soon with my report. They were just toying with us. Holding back or not, I lost that one. Straight up. Damn it. But that's okay. We'll win the next one. Damn straight. Okay. Alright, let's see. Welcome back. Oh, is your other companion not with you? Danzo? She had something to take care of first. I probably shouldn't say she's out on a scouting mission. It'll just make her worry. Gotta say though, these heroic spirit people are pretty amazing. Don't worry, it's nothing major. She'll be back soon enough. No. If your cookie needs like 15 words to describe it, you're doing too much. Like, if you gotta put like gourmet and not like, no, just make a good fucking cookie, you know? Like, your cookies don't like. There's a place near me that sells apple cider snickerdoodle cookies, right? And they're so, well, they sell the mix for it, and they're so good because like you get like the apple cider flavor, but then it's still a snickerdoodle. Oh my god, fuck those cookies up. I see. Then I hope to see her safely return shortly. Oh, I know the sun's out and all, but I wouldn't recommend leaving the house just yet. There might still be Oni out there. Oh, come to think of it, this house has a bounded field of its own, right? Of course, it has been in place since Lord Tamatoki lived here, and it has never once been breached. Well, that's good to hear. So where's Kaoruko? She in the back? Also, I have a friend, Winter. You guys have seen Winter on stream a few times. Either, like, just heard her or she was with me for the scary stream. She and her family do, like, huge cookie platters, like, every Christmas. And I always get a platter from them. And oh my god. Like, Jesus fucking Christ, some of those cookies are so good. And we have a deal that she skips the cookies I can't eat, so I don't get anything with like pineapple or coconut on it, but I get extra of the cookies that I like. So, oof, it's so good. Oh no, actually, she said she didn't want to make Lady Shoshi worry, so she set off for the palace first thing in the morning. Damn, talk about being responsible. Then again, it don't surprise me at all that Lady Fujiwara no Kaoruko would be such a faithful retainer. By the way, Kaoruko did take the carriage, right? Oh yes, of course. Good. Those talismans Lord Seimei put on it ought to make a solid illusion. And she should be fine once she makes it to the palace, since it's got some seriously tough bounded fields. Doubt even that caster can break through them. Alright then, in the meantime, I guess we just wait for Danza's report. She said she'd check in on the palace from a distance too, so she might even see Kaoruko while she's there. Alright, if you'll excuse me, I'll go prepare your breakfast at once. Sounds great, thanks. Phew. Man, I never imagined an Oni'd be one of the masters. I will say, to be fair, cookies are one of the few things I'm actually really not particularly good at making. Because first of all, I only got a mixer recently, so I've always done cookies by hand, and I've had some trouble with, like, being patient enough to make sure all the ingredients are combined enough to actually cook them. And then my oven is really old and temperamental. So, like, I mean, Knick-Knack can confirm, my oven behaves on its own time schedule and heating arrangements. And so, like, baked goods have never really been a particular specialty of mine because I can't rely on, like, my oven to be at the correct temperature or humidity or anything. So I very rarely make, like, sweet treats on my own, except for maybe muffins some of the time. But that's closer to bread, so it's a little bit easier. It's why typically I only end up with a ton of cookies when either Knick-Knack bakes or I go over to Knick-Knack's place and bake there. Or, like, bake with a friend. Because my oven is just bad. So I cook a lot, but I don't bake a whole ton at home. Man, I never imagined an Oni'd be one of the masters. I also don't like super sweet stuff a whole lot. Like, sweet things for me are kind of cyclical. I like them occasionally, and I like them in small doses, but... Guess it kind of makes sense. She's really strong, and Kaoruko got chosen as well for a whole different kind of strength. Still, an Oni of all things. And shootin' at that. Yeah. I do more cooking, you do more baking. Yeah, we go back a ways much as I wish we didn't. Shuten-Doji and Ibaraki-Doji are both crazy dangerous, even for Oni. They're ridiculously strong, ridiculously tough, and they know how to use sorcery of a kind. They've even got an Oni castle of sorts up on Mount Oe where they keep their underlings. In addition to Torakuma, they've also got Hoshikuma, Kanekuma, and Kumadoji. Oni used to only be solitary creatures, but those two have been gathering them up in their castle. Right now, you can still count their numbers on both hands, but eventually they could have a full-blown Oni army. Long story short, Shuten-Doji and Ibaraki-Doji are on a whole different level from your typical Oni. Even Lord Abe no Seimei said they're the greatest threat Kyo's ever seen. But the weird thing is, I haven't heard a word about them actually eating people. And not just tonight either, all the time. The thing about the Diet Dr. Pepper is that, first of all, because so I find that things that use aspartame as the sweetener rather than corn syrup taste less sweet. Like, corn syrup adds like an extra layer of artificial like sweetness and stickiness that I don't like. Like, when I drink sodas that have corn syrup in them, it feels like they coat my entire mouth, and like the sugar content sticks all over my mouth, whereas aspartame doesn't do that, in my opinion, first of all. Second of all, I've been drinking Diet Dr. Pepper for almost my entire life. It was the only soda my parents kept in the house, and so I got hooked on that very, very early. So it's almost like not even a factor as to how sweet it is. Third of all, I won't drink Diet Dr. Pepper if it's even close to flat, because it's too sweet. It has to be fizzy, like really fizzy. The minute it starts to go flat, I no longer want to drink my soda. And that's how I feel about every soda. It has to be fizzy, or I'm not interested in drinking it, because flat soda is disgustingly sweet. But like, the fizz is what I'm here for. Like, I'll drink anything so long as it's fizzy, basically. I mean, I should probably at some point just get myself a fucking, like, one of those things where you can make your own fizzy drinks, because honestly, I would be happy with just like fizzing any normal drink. Like, I'd fizz fucking cherry juice, you know, or like cranberry juice and be happy with it. You know? So it's that kind of thing. It's like threefold is that, you know, I've been drinking it since before I could remember. It's not as sweet to me as regular. And then the other thing is, I think in the US, we don't have a whole lot of sodas. They're still made with regular cane sugar. So I don't have a lot of experience with the flavor of cane sugar in sodas. So I couldn't say whether aspartame is sweeter or less sweet than cane sugar per se. Just the corn syrup that most American sodas use. Yeah. And not just tonight either, all the time. I don't know about Ibaraki, but Shuten's definitely just playing around. I know for a fact she used to eat people, but nowadays she just doesn't. It's all game to her. Killing, stealing, torturing, everything. For now, anyway, which means she must be holding back by a hell of a lot. Hell, when I fought her about half a year ago, she cut my left arm to shreds and almost tore it right off. And that was still just her playing around. Luckily, Lord Seimei managed to put me back together. Basically, as far as she's concerned, all living things, human, beast, or whatever, are just toys for her to play with. She's that frickin' strong. It's no wonder Lord Seimei says she's the leader of all Oni, and the closest one there to an Oni from the Kingdom of Demons. There's more stories I've heard about her, too. They say that back when she lived on a mountain in some other country, she'd go around killing people left and right, devouring them whole, and line up their heads and other parts for all kinds of messed up games. And there's no telling when she might start doing the same thing here in Kyo. Yeah. You know, since I'm supposed to be a Genji warrior, maybe I shouldn't have let up until I'd cut both their heads off. But something about that just doesn't seem right to me. I've fought Shuten lots of times by now, and Ibaraki's right. I just can't bring myself to really go for their heads. It's like, what'd happen if I cut off their heads now? Something about that just doesn't feel right to me. If I cut off the head of an Oni who might talk a good game, but hasn't actually eaten anyone, would I really be proud of what I did when I dig into breakfast the next day? No, I couldn't. Oh, this might be a good way to put it. It wouldn't be golden. Buddy. What is it, Seki? Why are you looking so down? I'm just thinking here, so there's no need for you to look so sad, right? I see. So you get it, huh? Alright, enough of that. First, we have breakfast, then we take a nice long nap while we wait for Lady Danzo to get back. Besides, it's a real bad idea to fight when you ain't been getting enough sleep. I have returned. Forgive me for taking so long. I was out tracking the Oni. It was more difficult than I expected, as Shuten-Doji's group came and went at a moment's notice. They would appear somewhere in the city, seemingly at random, roam for a bit, then disappear again after thrashing a group of officers or Genji warriors out on patrol. I can understand showing up at different places at random, since it sounded like that's what that spell of theirs did. Hell, that caster bastard said as much right before they disappeared. But you said they didn't stick around long before disappearing again with that spell of theirs, over and over? Correct. Why in the world would they do that? If there was something they wanted or somewhere they wanted to go, they'd usually head straight there. Are they just playing around? There's one other item of note. Genji warriors have been stationed at various posts throughout the city on orders from the main Genji house, but there were no signs of any unusual activity at the palace. Speaking of which, I also saw Lady Kaoruko arrive safely at the palace in her carriage. Fortunately, she did not encounter the Oni on her way there. So Lady Kaoruko's safe. That's great. But no unusual activity at the palace, huh? Maybe they already know Shuten was behind last night's attack and that she's one of the Imperial warriors, and decided they didn't need to do anything. That does sound like something the Minister of the Left would do. Oh, see ya, gens. Have fun! Even so, that still leaves the question of what it is the Oni are after. Could you tell us exactly where it was they showed up, Danzo? Of course. After we fought them, they first appeared at the intersection of Higashi-Kyogoku Road and Hachijo Street. They next appeared at the intersection of Nishino-Toin Road and Rokujo Street, and then Sai Road and Gojo Street. They showed up on the west side of Tsuchimikado Road, and finally at the intersection of Omiya Road and Gojo Street. Yeah, Frost, you're very late. I'll go borrow a brush and an inkstone. Okay, let's do this. At the intersection of Higashi-Kyoko and Hachijo, Nishino-Toin and Rokujo, and Sai and Gojo, then on the west side of Tsuchimikado, and the intersection of Omiya and Gojo. Oh, and we fought him at the intersection of Omiya Road and Sanjo Street. I do. They headed northwest at the intersection of Higashi-Kyogoku and Hachijo, north-northwest at Nishino-Toin and Rokujo, northeast at Sai and Gojo, north-northeast at Omiya and Gojo, east on the west side of Tsuchimikado Road, and northeast at Omiya and Sanjo. I'm so sorry, Master, Lord Kintoki. I should have realized it sooner. Since I already had a map of Heian-kyō on file in my database, I can only assume that my circuits were malfunctioning. Please, take a look at this. If we draw lines along the paths the Oni took from every location they visited, and we note where they intersect. Aha, so that's what they're after. I believe so. Perhaps the reason they disappeared whenever they encountered resistance was not to draw attention away from their destination, but to prevent warriors from gathering in other locations while they were fighting. Then they're definitely just playing around. 4 Heavenly Kings aside, no regular Genji warriors could give Shuten a fight when she's serious. Still, thanks to their plan, we now know exactly where they're headed, the place where these lines cross. So let's see where it is. It appears to be in eastern Kyo, around the Ogimachi district. Gotcha, so that's their game, huh? Yeah, you could say that. There's a house near there that belongs to someone pretty much everyone in Kyo knows about. It's not far from here. We could walk there in a few minutes. Lord Kintoki, could you please tell us who this person is? Abe no Seimei. Abe no Seimei, the strongest and most famous onmyoji of the Heian period. I even heard his name spoken in reverent tones during the Age of War some hundreds of years later. I don't believe any onmyoji has ever surpassed him. And it looks like their destination is right around his house. Come on, let's get going. Yeah, I posted an image to the Discord of the werewolf, like, prompt in Discord, and I was like, oh shit, Nervemeister isn't here, that's right. I have to remember to mention it during stream. The Abe family house is in this neighborhood, which also means Minamoto no Raiko's house is here too. Well, there you have it. Lord Kintoki? I'm sorry. I know what I said earlier, but I was lying. Well, maybe not lying, but it wasn't exactly the truth. Yep, you got it. Abe no Seimei and Minamoto no Raiko's houses are actually in the same neighborhood. I finally finished loading Heian-kyō's historical geographic records, and Lord Kintoki is right. The Abe family house and Lady Raiko's house are in the same neighborhood. Impressive, Master. You must be very well read. Unfortunately, Lord Seimei's not home right now. Hell, there isn't anyone there right now, since he supposedly sent all his servants out on leave too. And since I'm guessing the Oni aren't going to be too interested in an empty house, they're probably going to come for this one. Agreed. We should try to convince her the Holy Grail War should be stopped before Shutendoji arrives. Alternatively, we may be able to convince her to persuade the Genji to disavow it. Lord Kintoki. Yes. Yes? Come on, body. Move, damn it. Just knock on the gate. That's all you gotta do. So why won't you move? What am I saying? Because I'm nervous, that's why. Ugh, this is pathetic. No matter how old I get, I still can't help but act like a kid around Raiko. Come on, Kintoki, get it together. This is an emergency. Even if Raiko's a master. Oh, hello. Welcome home. The hell? Where'd this kid come from? I swear she wasn't there a moment ago. That's because she came from Lady Raiko's house. She just opened the gate a bit and walked right out. Are you done running away from home now? Oh good. That's wonderful news. But why are you still just standing there? Come inside, Kintoki. Mother will be so happy to see you. Kintoki right here thinking, how long was I gone? Was there long enough time for her to have a kid? Nope, never seen her in my life. If she's not one of the other Genji warriors' kids, maybe she's... Hey, Danzo, this kid ain't actually a caster, is she? I don't think so. I did not detect any heroic spirit readings from her. I cannot detect any magical energy from her. Why? Is there something strange about this child? Nah, if you don't sense anything unusual about her, that's fine. What are you doing, Kintoki? Come on, this way. Hey, don't tug on me. Although, if I've got to go into the house anyway, oh, forget it. Whatever happens, happens. Come on, Seki. Come on, Danzo. This way, Kintoki. Go on, go on. Mother is waiting for you. Hey, no running in the house. Raiko doesn't like that. There's just something about children that makes a house seem like home. This house is as secure as a fortress, but with a child running around, it is easy to forget about all the blades lining its walls. That being said, I also noticed there were a few warriors in full armor stationed behind the gate, and others in light armor stationed in every room. It would seem that they are prepared for a battle to break out at any time, perhaps even a siege. to check something. Okay. Just double checking. Okay. I feel like, okay, I'm just looking up Robert Eggers movies. I think The Northman is the only one I've wanted to watch, actually. And I remember wanting to watch The Northman when it came out, and I didn't end up watching it at all. I can't believe how heavily the house is being defended, only a few days after Reiko started holing up. She might as well be shouting from the streets that she's one of the masters. And if she is, then this kid's gotta be. Hey girlie, how long have you been staying here? Huh? Where'd she go? She walked off to the room in the back while you were apparently lost in thought. Again? Oh man, I must still be off my game. I keep getting nervous in here. Damn it, I just gotta get used to this place already. Do you mean you still don't feel at home here, Kintoki? Reiko. No, it's not that. I just meant that I didn't want to do anything rude, that's all. If it sounded like I was saying something else, I apologize. That's quite alright. Her aura is truly frigid. It may be different from a sword fighter's aura, or bloodlust, but it has frozen me in place. Well, it's all the same. And if it is affecting a puppet like me this much, it must be even worse for you, Master. Please, steady your breathing and try to remain conscious. Firstly, welcome home, Kintoki. I am glad to see you're safe and sound. That's the most important thing. We will discuss your punishment for your unauthorized excursion later. Punishment? But, Reiko, Kintoki! Yes, ma'am. Now, these people you've brought with you. Who are they? Indeed it is. I see almost nothing of the maternal figure we know. I have no doubt that so much as one wrong word from us will see her cut to pieces on the spot. Please be extremely cautious, Master. Answer me, Kintoki. Who are these people? If you refuse to answer, I will decide what to do with them here and now. Is that what you want, Kintoki? Reiko. I mean, Mother. Yes? Where did that come from, Kintoki? You haven't called me Mother in ages, and in front of strangers, no less. Mother, these two are new friends of mine. Also, I was hoping to ask you about the young girl who let us in. Is she the child of one of our warriors? Oh my goodness, is that true, Kintoki? Oh, as for the girl, so she went outside on her own again, and after I told her how dangerous it was right now, too. Oh goodness, whatever am I going to do with her? Oh, but she's safely back inside now, yes? Thank goodness. Oh, Kintoki, you're such a good boy getting her back inside. I knew I raised you right, and just look at how big and strong you've grown, too. In fact, I think you've gotten even bigger since you ran away. Just look at your arms! Those are strong Genji arms if I've ever seen them. This may just call for another coming-of-age ceremony. Hey, come on, Mother, that's just crazy talk. Besides, I haven't changed at all. I mean, it hasn't been that long since I left, right? Also, what the hell are Genji arms? Ah, children, they grow up so fast. Oh, Kintoki, you were so small and adorable when you were a child, and now you've grown up so big and strong. You know, you were just about the same size then as she is now. This is so touching. It won't be long now before you're the one carrying me on your back. In fact, why don't we do some training right now? Go on, Kintoki, carry Mother on your back. Go on. Go on. Now, who are these people? Again? I already told you, Mother. They're my friends. It's not like I've just been sleeping out on the streets. My friends and I have been doing all sorts of things. And nothing to be ashamed about either. In fact, it's the total opposite. We've been running around trying to stop an evil plot that threatens the whole... Huh? Friends? Did you say these people are your friends? Sure did. Even though both of them are women. I see. Well, that's a relief. Fucking hell, Reiko. So then that would mean... Oh my, I can't believe it. Kintoki, this is the first time you've ever brought friends home. Oh my, really? Reiko, I mean, Mother, that's... Oh my, oh my. Oh goodness, I can't stop smiling. Well, this is just delightful. Thank you so much for coming. Please, right this way. Make yourselves at home. Would you like some sweets imported from Hakata? Or perhaps you'd prefer peaches and pears? Please, by all means. Stay and relax for the rest of the day. Oh, this is wonderful. You simply must tell me all about what Kintoki is like as a friend. Oh yes, you will stay for dinner, won't you? I don't think I'm being given a choice. Oh, perfect. I hope you brought your appetites. I'll cook so many delicious things you won't know what to eat first. I am not being given a choice. Yeah, access to fresh fruit was really big. Especially a variety. Oh, okay. Oh. So, I definitely didn't make it as far as I planned. Some of these chapters were really long and I had some issues. But I think I'm gonna end my stream for today in a little bit, just because I'll run that extra stream Saturday morning, and then I'll probably try to run just a really long stream on Monday, to try and get through Heian-kyō. Because I'm feeling I'm starting to struggle a little bit with reading, and maybe it's just because I was up late last night working on stuff. But if I keep reading, I think I'm just gonna keep struggling a little bit with getting the right words. But I'll sit and chat here for a couple minutes before I end stream. Especially considering I'm just going to be ending stream to go make lunch since I haven't eaten yet, technically, other than cookies. I was attacked last night by Knick Knack with a spray bottle that I got for the cats, so that was super not fun. I also just need to make sure that I have, like, all videos edited for the next month or so, since we recorded some new stuff over the last couple of days. Although uploads are getting back to normal, so you guys have been seeing a fair amount of stuff coming up right now, and that's obviously on purpose. Let's see. Yesterday was the 1st. Let me just change my dates on a couple of things for when we recorded them. There we go. But yeah. I'm still waiting for Heian-kyō to kind of come together. I'm liking it so far, but I feel like I need to get a little further in to kind of understand everything that's going on. The unfortunate thing is I understand what's going on because it's a Domon plot, but also, not everything's come together yet, so it's nice to see all the casters and masters, although that really leaves some serious questions now, in my opinion. Because now I'm looking at the list of servants, and it's where are these characters gonna come in? Where the fuck are they gonna show up? Because it doesn't feel like they should be showing up in some of the places that we have availability. I know, Ibuki's still on that list, plus that other servant that I can never remember the name of, who's sitting right next to Paracelsus in my thumbnail. We still haven't figured out who Kentoki's caster is. So we've actually got a fair bit left to figure out. So, I suppose we'll see how much I can do over the next couple of days. But yeah, so tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. PST, Pacific Standard Time, Vorn and I are going to be finishing up our Lego sets. So I don't have much left on the pyramid. I've only got 2 bags, and they're kind of the smaller of the bags that I have left to do. So there's a chance if I finish early enough and Vorn still has quite a bit to do, I'm going to switch over and do a Lord of the Rings set that Knick-Knack gifted me for my birthday. So there's a small Lord of the Rings set that might get added to tomorrow's stream that I'll be doing. I think it's the Helmet of Sauron. But we'll finish the pyramid. Vorn should finish his rail car tomorrow, in theory. I'm kind of hoping that he's able to speed up as he gets past the Technic bits. So yeah, 10 a.m. tomorrow we'll do that, and then keep an eye out Saturday morning in Pacific time for a Heian-kyō stream. So yeah, I think on top of that, Knick-Knack, do you have an evening? No, you don't have another evening stream this week. Okay, so you are only doing Pokemon Coliseum. Okay. So then it'll just be my last 2, like 1 to 2 streams for this week will pop up over the next couple of days. Yes, Nervemeister, we have considered that. Actually, originally we thought maybe Vorn thought he'd be working on the tram car with someone else. So, or like either he and I would be working together, or he and Realm, or he and Knick-Knack. But he and Realm, I think, worked on the same set back when we did the car build, or back when they did the car build when I was working on one of the Stargate builds. And I'm not sure if it really sped up their work process, because there's still only 1 book. So unless they download like a whole second book, it's kind of a moot point. Like, it's very hard for 2 people to work on the same Lego set at the same time. But, I mean, you know, we did the Great Pyramid, but that still means that I do have the Givenny Coliseum unbuilt for after I get back, and I mean, the Givenny Coliseum is 4,000 pieces. It's actually bigger than his rail car. So, you know, it's big. So as almost a 4,000 piece set, you know, it might be potential that he ends up helping me on that one. Just because it's so big. Since I've never built a set that big before. But that's going to depend on if he has a new set he wants to work on during the streams we do for that. Or like if we had like a big set that had like 2 books, like a part 1 and a part 2, we'd be able to kind of work on it at the same time. But so far we haven't come across a whole lot of that, and hopefully I'll be getting some more Givenny sets at some point, because the Givenny makes a couple other really interesting block kits. Let's see. Let's pop over to their. Does Givenny have their own website? I don't know if they necessarily do here in the US, but because the other sets I'm interested in from Givenny are the I think Acropolis and Pompeii. Yeah. So Givenny also offers Pompeii with the volcano exploding in a 2,500 pieces, and there is an Acropolis that's about 2,000. And I would like to get both of those sets as well on top of the Colosseum. So, I get so mean. I feel really bad. I know Vorn doesn't take it as an insult, but I do get so mean sometimes when I get frustrated. So I'm really trying to work on that. Because that's just not really fair. Or better yet, we might end up doing like a micro brick set together or something. And I have a sneaking suspicion that a micro brick set might just might just drive me actually off the wall, because I was trying to find some like other nice like historical architecture sets, and there's some interesting ones that I'd be interested in doing, but then I look at them and I'm like, oh dear, like those are like micro bricks, and I don't know, like logically would my brain let me do a micro brick set without getting so irritated at the size of the bricks. Because that's certainly a thing. Let's see. But yeah, I think there's definitely like a couple of other sets that I would like to get at some point. Like there's a Filet Pavilion, like an ancient Egypt set that looks really good from an off-brand. It's like 2,000 pieces and so on. But I have really been looking at a lot of like the historical build sets that are from like different off-brands, and I'm like, ooh, that would be really cool. So yeah, there's a potential in the future that we end up doing like a bigger set together, whether it's the Giovanni Colosseum or it's something else. It just depends on what we have time and, you know, energy to do. I think there's, I actually found somewhere, there's a really pretty set of one of the historical Chinese palaces that's actually built as 4 separate sets that you then combine. And honestly, that might be like a fun project, because then we can be working together on the same set, but we're not working out of the same book, which would be nice. So something like that, maybe. Yeah, no, Raiko needs to not. I don't want to see the baby pictures. That's too much. But yeah, so hopefully I will see some of you tomorrow in the morning to finish the pyramid and the tram. I'm actually really excited to see the tram finished, so because that set looks really incredibly cool on the box. Like, don't get me wrong, I love the pyramid, but that tram set looks amazing, so I'm excited to see that finished. And then maybe an FGO stream on Saturday morning, right before Annie update. Then after that, I'll stream Monday in the morning. So that Monday morning will be where I do my lucky bag and my destiny order. So if you're looking specifically for that, that'll be on Monday morning. So I will see you guys at any one of those 3 streams. Have a good rest of your day or evening or night or whatever time it is for you around the world. See ya.